Welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector, the informational channel stand for adult collectors and not children. And today we are going to be taking a look at the brand new Super 7 Ultimates TMNT Sewer Samurai Leo. If you do enjoy this video, please give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Jumping right on into this review, guys. Yes, today we are going to be taking a look at the brand new Super 7 TMNT Ultimate Sewer Samurai Leo. Now, if you didn't know, these figures are based off the original Playmates line, not the cartoon. So you get to have all the great fun variants coming soon to this line. The first one being Sewer Samurai Leo. Now, we have already seen Cowabunga Mike, as well as Punk Rocker Donnie, and the latest one being Space Cadet Raph. So don't worry, there will be plenty other ones, but those are the first four. So starting off with Sewer Leo right here, or Sewer Samurai Leo, I should say. But yeah, this guy is just super cool and unique, and I knew I had to pick him up. I never had the vintage figure, although I was aware of what the vintage figure was. So when I saw that Super 7 was doing this version, I knew I had to pick it up. It is just so iconic, original, and being more updated and everything just makes it that much better. So yeah, guys, with that being said, why don't we go ahead and jump on into everything that this guy does come with, because despite seeing a lot of accessories on the figure already, he actually does come with a lot more. Starting off with the original head sculpt. So if you didn't know, Super 7 is basically redoing the original Playmate line. However, they are also doing their own spin on it. So they always include the original head sculpt like you see right here, but they also throw in their own unique twist with the second head sculpt. As you will see there, that one has the mask, while the original figure had no mask in the front and it just showed Leo and his gritting teeth with the samurai helmet on as well. And if you look at the detailing in the sculpt, it is just absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, I do honestly prefer the Super 7 version where he's wearing the mask. It just looks that much more menacing and scary. He does come with the shield that the classic figure came with. And the cool thing is that you just stick it in his hand. It's not like you have to worry about wrapping it around his wrist or forearm and it eventually snapping and breaking, because that kind of tends to happen to those kinds of toys. So it's nice to see that they thought ahead and they just essentially made it just as an accessory that plugs into his hand. But that is not all. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weapon tree first and foremost. Now, all the classic TMNT figures did come with a weapon tree that was all painted the same color like this. There was no accuracy to the weapon colors. It was just like, here's a bunch of weapons, be glad that you have them. So yeah, that's pretty much all we're going to say about that, because I do enjoy the updated, more modern versions, because yeah, they have paint. So talking about that, let's go ahead and take a look at the smaller accessories that he does come with. He comes with 3 throwing knives. He does currently have 2 in his hand. So here is one. It does have a green wrapping around it, but the metallic paint on it is very well nicely done. I do have a bit of a splotch green paint right there. I don't know if I can scratch that off. Seems like it's on there pretty good, but yeah, very well nicely done. You do also get, count them, 2 ninja stars with this figure. So here they are, pretty unique, but probably based off the original Playmates line. And you do also get some Wolverine claws, or well, these aren't necessarily Wolverine claws, because one, it's a real weapon that the samurai and I think ninja use, but also Wolverine only has 3 claws and they don't bend at the end. So you do get these cool, you know, razor sharp claws that you can use to defend against your enemies and whatnot. But yeah, that is pretty much it in terms of all the extra weapon accessories that he does come with. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at his alternate hands? So of course, in package, he does come with a pair of fisted hands. He is currently using his 2 C grip hands right now to hold the throwing knives and the sword. So just be aware, he does come with a right and a left C grip hand. He does come with 2 open hands right here. Very well, nicely done and detailed. And last but not least, he does have a pair of open action hands. As you can see, he's like pointing or grabbing for something. It's not just as, you know, open and relaxed as this one right here. So yeah, that wraps it up for all the extra accessories that he does come with. So why don't I go ahead and actually pull off all the accessories that he does have before we pull them off and take a closer look, because we still have quite a few to look at. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at the first accessory that he was wearing, and that is his essentially his flag, and it just says Sewer Samurai. Super cool, super awesome. Yeah, Pixel Dan in his review said he had an issue of keeping this on here, and I feel like now that I've messed with it, I'm gonna have an issue, but until then it's been pretty sturdy, doesn't move or anything. But I would understand that this should definitely be flipped the other way, so that way it hooks in and it stays hooked in, whereas here it just looks like it's gonna fall out at any moment. But super cool to have that. And pretty much the next few things we're going to take a look at are essentially just all swords. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at the first one right here, which is his personal favorite one since it is in his sheath. It does have some nice green wrapping around it, and this right here is elastic, so you don't really have to take his head off in order to put this around him. So taking a look at the blade itself, it does have some nice green paint accents right there, black material in the middle, and the shiny paint does look really good in the metallic sheen right there. So taking a look at the other weapons that he does come with, well, they're essentially just two swords and a dagger as well. So they are all identical, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. All green hilts, and then, you know, black wrapped handles, and then the tips are green as well. Just different in size, well, at least one of them is. So yeah guys, that is all the accessories that this guy does come with. So why don't we go ahead and pull him off the rotating turntable so we can take a closer look. Alright guys, so here we have him up close and personal to the camera, so we can take a look at all the amazing great detailing that this guy does come with, because as you can see, his forearms are even detailed very well nicely, but even just his gold plated chest piece right here is just very well nicely done. He has like a blue underrobe right there. I heard a little bit of a snap and I'm a little afraid as to what exactly that was. It's looking like everything's good, but the one thing I will say, his legs are a bit loose and floppy, so that does make it a bit of a hassle to stand. But other than that, I absolutely love the look of this guy. Love his helmet. I love the shell. I love the way he's dressed up like a samurai. Especially this head sculpt right here with the mask and everything. Just adds so much more greatness to this figure. So yeah guys, not too much to say about that. So why don't we go ahead and move on into his articulation. He can look all the way to the right. He can look all the way to the left. He has a bit of a decent head tilt right there. He'll look down that far. He will look up pretty much just back at you because the helmet kind of prevents him from looking anywhere further than that. Taking a look at his arm articulation, he will go just under a T-pose right there. You can push yours a little bit more. I'm not going to risk it. He does rotate 360 at the shoulder. Bicep swivel right there. Single hinge elbow. Rotation at the elbow. Yeah, rotation at the elbow right there. Rotation at the wrist, as well as hinging in and out. Taking a look at his ab articulation, it is non-existent, obviously, because it's all shell and everything. Well, I shouldn't say obviously, because there are figures out there that have ab articulation and they're turtle figures, but that's just not Super 7 style, so that's okay. Taking a look at his legs, he can kick out that far, which means he can definitely join the cheerleading squad. He will kick forward that far. He will kick back not at all. He comes with single hinge knees, no rotation at those knees, and last but not least, he does come with ankle articulation down that far, up that far, and a ball rocker hinge joint right there. So yeah guys, that's been Sewer Samurai Leo's articulation. Alright guys, so that has been my review of the brand new Super 7 Ultimate Sewer Samurai Leonardo. Let me know down in the comments below, what did you think of this figure? And if you've made it this far, type down in the comments below, cowabunga. That way I know you made it this far and you're enjoying the content. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some really cool pics that I took of this guy. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a great fucking day.